For over 20 years, America's most effective menopause treatment carried the federal government's scariest possible warning. And then one morning last November, it suddenly vanished. Half the population goes through menopause, with hot flashes that can last more than a decade. Yet most women never get any treatment. Hormone therapy replaces the estrogen a woman's body stops making, and by the 1990s, millions of American women took it every single day. And in 2002, one enormous study changed everything. When researchers abruptly halted a landmark trial of 6, the headlines that followed were terrifying, because the hormones seemed to raise the risk of breast cancer, stroke, and heart attacks in the thousands of women studied. Prescriptions collapsed almost overnight, falling by as much as 80% across the country, as millions of women threw their hormones away. In 2003, regulators stamped a black box warning onto every estrogen product sold, the strongest alert in all of American medicine. An entire generation of doctors then finished their medical training, barely learning menopause care at all, because the treatment itself had become almost taboo. So women white-knuckled through hot flashes, broken sleep, and brain fog, told that the safest option was simply to endure it. But look closer at that famous study, because the average participant was 63 years old, well past menopause and often into her 70s. The risks of starting hormones at 70 said almost nothing about starting them at 50, yet every woman got the same warning. And that scary breast cancer finding meant roughly 8 extra cases per 10,000 women per year, which is real, but very small. For 2 decades, researchers kept re-crunching the data. And for healthy women under 60, the benefits generally outweighed the risks. And that really matters, because women can lose up to 20% of their entire bone mass within just the first 5 years after their final period. So on November 10, 2025, the FDA announced it was tearing most of those black box warnings off hormone therapy entirely. But doctors warn the pendulum can now swing too far the other way, because claims that hormones prevent dementia or extend your life still outrun the actual evidence. The label is gone, but the lesson remains. One misread study can silence medicine for half the population for 20 years.